All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Alec is back from his trip, so we're gonna get back to our normal scheduled programming. I can't speak because I'm out of breath. But anyway, today we're gonna go through a mic'd up leg workout. So I'm just gonna keep the mic on the whole time and give you a little look inside this crazy mind of mine during this workout. And that should be pretty much it for today. So we'll see you in the workout. With squats, I kind of just like start, I throw like one plate on, kind of warm up, see what my body can do, see how my knees, my hips, everything's feeling. Go up to 2, do the same thing, slow and controlled, couple of reps, 5 to 10 maybe, just make sure I'm feeling good. And then we get into the actual working sets, which would be anywhere from 3 plates up for me. And I'll kind of just gauge it how I feel. Sometimes I'll do 5 sets, 10 sets, 2 sets. Every day is different, so we shall see. My range of motion and flexibility everywhere is struggling. So every week, getting my arm behind the bar gets harder and harder. So we might actually, I'm gonna use another technique. I'll be right back. It's basically creating our own safety bar. What I mean by that is if you've ever seen those bars that have it's like a full barbell like this, and then it has 2 poles sticking out this way that you can grab and pads on your shoulders, that's a safety bar. Saves you from having to hold back here with that limited range of motion in the shoulders. So we do this. That should be good. You basically get under, and then you gotta just get a really good grip on these. And you're not gonna be able to do as much weight as you can with a normal safety bar, or if you're putting your hands actually behind the barbell, but at least helps me save my shoulders and still get a good squat session in. It honestly feels like it shifts your center of gravity a little bit. And so it's almost like it's pulling me back to drive through the heels even better, which I like, you know? So here we're gonna do a banded leg extension, and I add the band just because it changes the resistance profile a little bit. With a leg extension like this, gravity takes over towards the top, so you get a higher resistance profile at the top there, and so the band kind of helps add a little resistance to the bottom and also increases that difficulty as it goes up at the same time. So I just like the way that it feels in the muscle once I add the band. So, shameless plug here, and it's not an entirely positive plug, but you'll understand what I'm saying in a second. I used the Harness Evolution, the orange julienne flavor, 2 full scoops, right? Wonderful pre-workout, wonderful pumps. I also added 2 scoops of daily pump, which has glycerol in it. And one thing that I forget sometimes is that when I take too many stims or too much pump product on a leg day, I throw up. So, my pump is amazing, the workout's been amazing, but my stomach sucks right now. So, if you notice that you're sensitive on extremely intense training days, depending on the pre-workouts that you use and the concentration or the amount of the pre-workout that you use, just pay attention to that, gauge it, and if you get nauseous every time you're doing that, then back off of the pre, back off the pump, back off the stims, whatever you notice is specifically irritating your stomach. But this pump is phenomenal, so let's keep going. All right, guys, so real quick, I'm gonna walk you through these hyperextensions. There's 2 primary ways to do hyperextensions. You're either targeting your lower back or you're targeting your hamstrings and glutes. So the way that I do it is I'm targeting the hamstrings and glutes. Specifically, I say glutes because when you rotate the feet outward toward the corner like that, you end up engaging the glutes better. So I choose to do it that way because I could definitely use some glute growth. So basically we go ahead and we get ourselves set up in here. We want our knee underneath the pad, our foot or our heel up against this pad, and then rotate out, like I said, to engage the glutes. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. You don't want the pad going above your waist. You want to make sure you have plenty of room to move and bend at the waist. So if I were trying to engage the lower back, I would specifically be engaging and staying postured, and I'd be moving like this, using the extensors of my spine to keep the lower back straight. Since I'm not trying to engage the lower back at all, I'm trying to keep that minimized, I'm going to release and relax my back so it's kind of rounded, and I'm gonna be tucking my chin on the way up as if we're doing a hip thrust into the pad like this, okay? So we relax, come down here, and then I come up, keep my lower back relaxed, and keep my chin tucked, like that. I'm pulling with the hamstrings and glutes, not with the extensors or the erectors of my spine. And those are one of the few movements you can really do with just body weight and destroy the muscle. But I like to superset it for that reason, because I like to do it with body weight and it just destroys the hams. All right, so this is a donkey calf raise, and anytime someone comes in here and sees it, they think it's some weird kind of torture device. They have no idea what it is. So if you've ever seen like pictures or videos of Arnold way back in the day, he was doing calf raises bent over like this with girls on his back or his other man friends on his back, and you would just be doing calf raises like that. So that's how he added the weight. Now, biomechanically, it's actually a pretty advantageous way of doing it. Think of it as a standing calf raise because your knees are straight. If your knees are straight, you're gonna be targeting the soleus more, which is the deeper, longer portion of your calves that goes all the way down to your Achilles. And if your knee is bent, like on a seated calf raise, you're targeting the gastrocnemius more, or the gastroc more, which is the fat, meaty part of your calf. So you want to get a good mix of both straight knee and bent knee calf movements in order to properly build the calves in a balanced and strong way. Why aren't we getting flambéed right now, you know what I mean? This is more recent research. It's been hypothesized for a million years, not actually, but for a long time. The stretch is actually the most crucial part of the movement for calves in order to achieve proper hypertrophy. Everyone is always complaining about calves being the hardest muscle to build. Well, there you go. That's one of the main secrets. Get a really, really good stretch. It's going to actually allow you to build that calf better. Don't just go from flat on the ground straight up like that. You'll see me do barbell calf raises like that, but I'll always add in a deep stretch in between sets for that reason. All right, guys, so leg workout is done. Had some intense moments, had some hilarious moments. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but either way, it was a great leg workout. Had fun. I'm gonna be hurting, that's for sure. I can feel it. They're practically numb and I'm walking like a penguin, but that's what we like to achieve in a solid leg day. And yeah, I don't even know. I'm in a goofy mood today, so we're just gonna embrace this. But anyway, we're gonna go head over to Black Market and basically show you guys how we meal prep, because I use Black Market meal prep for all of my clean eating food. I don't actually cook at home anymore. I've reached that point in my life where I'm way too busy. So for those of you who are super busy like me, you can find a sweet meal prep place just like this, and it can be extremely helpful in hitting your goals and actually achieving the body changes you want to achieve. So let's go show you. All right, guys, so we ran out of time the other day to run over here to Black Market. Totally my bad. So we're just gonna throw this into the last video. So we're here at Black Market Meal Prep. Let's show you how we order our meals. We'll do 4 of them with the ground beef. Yeah, just a simply seasoned. And can we do 5 ounces? So they have simply seasoned teriyaki and chili verde. The nutty banana bread smoothie. I might have to get one.